Alright, it's time for drop 4. This week it's a small package, but it's interesting nonetheless. This week's drop mostly hovers around the topic of more customization. So let's not waste any time and let's get right into it. Sadly for drop 4, we didn't get the usual minute-long video, but instead we got multiple clips of different customization options, starting it off with legit cutaways. It's just another fancy way of saying bumper delete. But if you notice, you can still apply the decals on the chassis after that modification. We also got a peek at the legendary custom cars, which are supposed to be one of one. If we look close enough, we'll see the relocation of the intercooler at the back, which looks gnarly. Speaking on the topic, the horns of both the Nissan Fairlady Z along with the BMW M1 also got a relocation. This is a feature that they have freshly implemented, as these were not in any of the previous games. Next up, we get to see bucket seats on the Defender, which confirms seat customization. I also noticed that the tire stickers were also printed on the back. A very useless feature, but hey, who's complaining about more details? As shown here, there is a high probability that we'll get something very similar to Midnight Club, where we'll be able to use the state plates from multiple different states in the US, all the way from school shooting of Texas to the family-loving homes of Alabama. The customization on the Eclipse were orgasmic. The taillights looked insane and made the entire build look modern and classy. But there were attachments on top of the spoiler that resembled shark fins, similar to what we saw on the Crown. On Discord, they discussed about the new prototype handling model, which is supposed to ease new players as they are drifting, drafting, and even speed controls of the cars, which has quite a high skill ceiling and it's not always beginner friendly. So we can expect this new system to make it a lot easier for the new players to pick up, and it should also be rewarding for the players who have already mastered the prior. The new system also focuses a lot on visuals. For example, if we do a nifty skill move, the visuals will look equally as rewarding. It's almost like eye candy. By their words, it's a kind of a visceral explosion. What you did was cool. So the visuals let you know that you did something cool. Like I said before, we didn't get any gameplay or the usual minute-long video, but instead they separated it into smaller bits. To start it off, we have A$AP Cocky's Cringe Fest. And I know that my English isn't the best, but does anyone have a clue what he meant there?
They say it pays the cost to be the boss. Time to show 'em who's in charge.
There were also 4 other videos showcasing the legendary customs, legit cutaways, dialed up decals, and rock the new rims. I mean, they're quite self-explanatory, and we got a preview of all the legit 10,000 customization options we'll be getting. So what were the new spots? Firstly, we wanted new rims. And Need for Speed was like, the best we can do is vanity wheels from the Crew 2. I guess we'll take it. We got to see exactly 13 new turbofan rims, and honestly I kinda dig most of them. We got the new yellow headlights along with it being taped up, which is different from the previous game because you could usually either choose one or the other. Seems like we also got a new covered up taillight option. And lastly, audio samples, where we'll be able to roam around the streets with fun little audio effects. It falls under the category of driving effects, so yes, you'll be able to turn it off. This really wasn't a massive drop, but the big gun's coming soon. Source? Trust me bro. Under the Hood's dropping this Friday, and they will discuss performance, drivers, visuals, more driving effects, and more about the mechanical aspects of the game, which is a huge news for us car nerds. They also confirmed that we still have engine swaps, and we can upgrade on top of that. Speaking of things that are returning, the exhaust tuning is most likely going to be a replica that was in Need for Speed Heat. That's gonna be pretty much it for the drop. This Friday, we're gonna have the Under the Hood article, and there's gonna be so much more to discuss. If you guys are down, we could stream the Under the Hood article, and we could also play some games while we're at it, but that's up to you guys. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are down for a stream, and also do let me know if you guys have speculations of your own. But that's gonna be pretty much it for me. It's been your boy Gazi. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Oh hey, make sure to follow me on Twitter and join our Discord server. Alright, it's time for drop 4. This week it's a small package, but it's interesting nonetheless. Just like my cock. It's small, but it's interesting.